Why is it generally a bad idea to speak with the other person's insurance company? Well, first of all, you need to understand that the other insurance company is your opponent, their adversary. They're not your friend, right? Sometimes the insurance companies actually train these insurance adjusters to be nice, to be empathetic, to be sympathetic to you. But that's really a ploy because they are employees of an insurance company that you are seeking compensation from. So by definition, their interest is directly opposed to yours. And so, what they're doing when you are having a conversation with them is they're going to start asking you a whole bunch of different questions. How did it happen? Were you paying attention? How fast were you going? Did you take any medication? Stuff like that. All these questions are designed really to find a way to say that it was not their insured's fault or that it was your fault. And so, generally speaking, it's not a good idea to speak with the other person's insurance company for that reason. Another reason is uh, probably after an accident, if the police came out to the scene, the police officer probably took your statement. So there's already one instance of your statement being recorded, and that's going to end up in the police report. Okay. Now, another instance could be if you spoke with the other party's insurance company and they decided to record your statement, and that's very often something that they do. So now you have two statements. Now, the more statements that you have that are out there that are recorded, whether in writing or in auditory form, the more likely you're going to have contradictions against yourself. And if your case ends up in court, you're going to have your deposition taken. You're going to you potentially could testify at trial. And again, there is another instance of you having a recorded statement. And again, the more versions of your story that you're telling that are recorded, the more likely that you're going to contradict yourself. The more that there's potential for contradiction, the more you are shooting yourself in the foot because you will come off as either somebody who has poor recollection or are just straight up lying, which may not be true. It's just a fact, right? The more statements that there are out there, the more likely you're going to contradict yourself and potentially something that doesn't even matter, right? It could be a very unrelated fact to this case, but that in itself could create the contradiction, which then shoots yourself.